Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another WHITT session. What's a WHITT session? I'm so glad you asked. A WHITT session is a pop-up interview in a pop-up location with a surprise guest. Surprise! We are in Sherrillville, Indiana with the Reeds of Dickey's Barbecue Pit. I have been talking about you all for the longest, and at last, I am here with Diane and Lou. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much for being here. We're excited.
I'm excited to be here as well because I always love to promote businesses, but I have a special place in my heart when we promote businesses that are owned by couples. And you two are like two peas in a pod. We met about a month or so ago, and you told me your fascinating story. And so, Diane, let me just start with you. How did the two of you meet?
Oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful story.
Well, we met at work.
Okay.
We're both originally from the Virgin Islands, born and raised St. Croix. If you've never been there, you should try to get there.
It's on my bucket list.
Oh my gosh, well, let us know when and we'll hook you up.
All right.
Yeah, so we were born and raised on St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We both met at work. He at the oil refinery, it's called Ovensa. Back then it was Ovensa. I worked in HR, and he worked in the environmental department.
So you were in HR. Was he in trouble? And so he had to come into HR? No, you weren't in trouble?
No, he
Okay.
wasn't in trouble.
Okay.
No, he's a good guy. He was a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lou, fast forward over here in the good old U.S., making moves corporate-wise, but then branching off to do your own thing. Talk about what that means to you and how that came about.
I had a vision, I guess, some of my virtual mentors of Dr. Claude Anderson, Boyce Watkins, especially Boyce Watkins was talking about, building generational wealth, being self-employed, being an entrepreneur. And in my mind, I somewhat woke up and had this vision to build generational wealth from my bloodline. So I created a mission and vision out until 2095 for my family, to where 5 generations from me, they would I guess enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
So I'm just passing through, but I actually even built a family tree to show where Diane and I were the roots of the family tree, and the leaves will be our 5 generation great grandkids outwards.
Yes, I remember when we first had our first meeting, you talked to me about legacy. You talked to me about your children. You talked to me about wanting to make sure that they had something that you left behind that they could carry on. And so with that, Diane, talk to me about your beautiful babies, your young people.
Well, we have 2 daughters. Dominique is 19 right now. She's in college. She goes to Ivy Tech. And we have Maya. Maya is 14 and she attends Maryville High School.
Maryville, okay.
Yes.
And they work in the business, right?
Yes, they do.
Right.
They work. They're right here on the front line with us. Maya works on the weekend with us, and Dominique, she's off today.
Oh, good for Dominique. So, talk to me about Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Why this franchise, and how good has it been so far? Because we're coming in on our 1 year, look at me, I'm on the team, our 1 year anniversary, which is why I'm really here to talk more about that. But I want them to get the backstory, because there's always somebody watching who's thinking about, I could do that. I was thinking about doing that. And when they see people, real life people who look like us doing this, you help them go to the next step. So what made you take the leap, Lou?
Well, when we first arrived here, there was a Dickey's further up the road in Highland. I got introduced to the food, and I liked the brand. But again, I was still asleep then. And in 2016 is when I woke up and started to, venture out in terms of being an entrepreneur, being business minded, because my background is all science. By degree, I'm a chemist.
You're a chemist?
Yeah. I've worked in the oil industry for roughly 24 years.
Okay.
But based on me being in corporate America from that perspective, I guess I was groomed and prepared to become an entrepreneur and business owner. In terms of Dickey's like I said, I like the food. You know, I did the research behind the scenes in terms of the franchise, and I spoke to Diane about thinking about getting a business. At first, we actually had another business before that. It's called Del Sol up in New Buffalo, Michigan. We had that for about 3 years.
Yeah.
About 3 years.
Was it was a gift shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gift shop, summer type, quaint store. And I guess that was more warm up for us.
Yeah.
To work on our skill set with customer service, clientele, ordering inventory, managing the store, managing the asset, the bills, etc. And I think we're ready for the big leagues now.
Yeah, you are definitely in the big leagues now.
Yeah.
When I walk in here, it's so welcoming. It smells so good. But Diane, you got to tell me, when Lou came to you and you had been through the whole store thing in New Buffalo, Michigan, he says, okay, we're about to go round 2. What did you say?
Honestly, I was like, what? Oh my God, really? At first I was like, I hope I don't have to cook. I really hope I don't, because that's a lot of cooking I gotta do.
Yeah.
I hope I don't have. He was like, no, you shouldn't have to do too much cooking. You're gonna be okay. And I said, well, okay, well, let's do some more research. Let's get some more information on what the Dickey's brand is all about. So that's when I think we went down to Dallas.
Discover Day in Dallas.
We went to what is called a Discover Day. We went down to Dallas, Texas for a weekend and to get more information on what the Dickey's brand is all about. And I think that's when we came back that weekend and we had our little family discussion, the 4 of us, to discuss, is this something that we wanted to do?
Okay.
So that's when we came to the decision after much pondering.
Yes.
Lots of pondering, lots of prayer, talking to family members, is this something that we should do?
Yeah.
After all of that, we decided to do that, to get into the franchise business.
Well, I am so glad that you decided to do that, because as we were talking before we got on camera, people watch this and get motivated. When you're sitting there with an idea or wondering, can it be done? You all are living proof that it in fact can be done. So now, you also told me a fun story about the oven and how things get cooked back there. What's the backstory on how we named it or something? Tell me the story again.
That's from Diane with the
Yes, Diane, tell me the story.
Let's see. Well, when I went to Dallas for training, part of the training, it was a 3-week training, and one of the things we had to do was to name our pit.
Okay.
And I sat and I thought about it, and I said, I know what I'm going to name our pit. And I said, I'm going to name it the Fireburn. And, they asked me, and I didn't want to really share that information with them, but I can share it with you. We called it the Fireburn because back in the Virgin Islands, especially in St. Croix, we had the 3 queens, teenagers. The oldest was 19 years old. It was Queen Mary, Queen Agnes, Queen Matilda, and I think it was Bottom Belly. They call them Bottom Belly. And basically what they did is they were against slavery. We had in the Danish West Indies at the time, this was in the 1900s, or maybe before then, it was in the 1800s. Yeah, they were sick and tired of slavery and they wanted to revolt. And what they did is they basically burned down the whole island.
They burned all the cane fields.
All the cane field, because that was the
resource for the country.
For the island.
Yeah.
So they basically burnt down the whole island from the western end of the island, come all the way up to the eastern end of the island, just burned all
Said
the
no
cane.
more. We are not working in the field.
No more.
I like it.
So that's the backstory behind the Fireburn.
The Fireburn.
They basically took their freedom.
Their freedom.
They burned the island down and took their freedom.
And now you are here creating and just making this delicious barbecue and other offerings. So talk a little bit about the menu, Lou. What are some of your favorites?
My favorite, I guess I would say the brisket. Brisket, pulled pork, and the ribs.
Okay.
And here, we basically smoke our meats for 10 to 12 hours. These are the big meats, the brisket and pork, definitely.
Okay. So to smoke your meat for 10 to 12 hours, that means somebody got to get in here early, right?
No, we put it in we overnight put it in our smoker overnight, and when we get in here at about 9 o'clock in the morning,
it's ready.
It's ready. We take it out, and
good,
nice and tender and moist. Yeah.
Okay.
It's tomorrow.
So, October 22nd is a very special day, Lady Di. What's
Yes, it
October
is.
22nd?
It's our 1-year anniversary.
Woo-hoo, 1
It came
year.
so fast.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at how fast it got here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, I remember when I came to meet with you all, and I was trying to see, you know, what is something that we could talk about, what's coming up. And it's so funny, you all were so head buried into the work, you didn't even realize that that's a milestone. You're like, oh yeah, and October 22nd will be one. I'm like, that's a big deal, especially in the restaurant industry. Now, I know you are both sorority sisters and colleagues of Jocelyn Kelly
Yes.
of Jay's Breakfast Club, who just recently celebrated 7 years. And she talks a lot about how businesses, restaurants in particular, fold in the first few years if you don't, you know, well, just depending on the climate, the desire, the market, it's a lot of different things. And so 1 year is nothing to sneeze at. We are going to celebrate. So what are we going to do?
Okay, well, first off, we have
I
the
got the script.
We have the 19th, which is we're going to have Greek night.
Okay.
We're celebrating our Divine Nine from 6 to 8 p.m. You come on in your paraphernalia, in your gear, and you get 20% off.
Ooh, nice. So I won't be a false flagger. I'm just going to come because. But the two of you are in Greek organizations.
Yes.
Shout them out.
Yes.
Mega Sci-Fi.
Okay.
Yep.
Bro.
Shout out to Delta Sigma Theta Gary Alumni Chapter.
Oh, that's why y'all together. Look at y'all. Y'all just matched all up. There we go. Step show. Are we going to have a step show in here?
Oh, no. But we will have the infamous DJ Infrared, my
girl.
soror,
My
Tina
girl.
Davis Powell.
Oh, Tina's going to be on the wheels
Yes,
of steel. That
she'll
is
be
so
on the wheels of
awesome.
steel, yes.
But I want to emphasize that it's all of you now. This is the time for the Divine Nine. So my husband is a Kappa. He needs to be here. And the Qs and the Deltas and the AKAs and the Sigma Gamma Rhos and the Zeta Phi Beta, the Sigma, let me see.
Phi Beta Sigma.
Phi Beta
Beta Sigma.
Sigma. And who am I leaving
Iota,
out?
Phi
Iota, Phi Theta.
All of y'all. The Divine Nine, 6 o'clock. But they don't have to wait till then. They can come
They
in
can
here.
come
You can come in anytime. Come in anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay, 6 to 8 on the 19th, though. We're definitely going to celebrate. I think somebody's going to end up stepping out there in that parking lot. Y'all know how y'all
We gotta help.
y'all get a little wild with it, but it's okay because I am a graduate of Howard University, so you
Alright.
know both your sorority and fraternity were founded there, so I know how you all get down.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so on the 20th, what are we doing?
We're shouting out all of our first responders, firefighters, police officers, even what you call
Paramedics.
The paramedics. We got
Nurses.
doctors. We're bringing out all of our first responders. We were asking all to come out and celebrate with us again. You know, in your scrubs, or even if you have your ID badge, it's okay. You get 20% off.
20% off. I think I'm gonna have to go buy some scrubs, Amber. Let's buy some.
Or
I'm bad. Right, a stethoscope and come in here with a disguise. No, that's a noble way of showing appreciation, as they have shown appreciation to you and all of us. So that's on Thursday, October 20th. All day?
All day.
All day. Okay.
All day.
And then we get to Friday the 21st.
And again, this is all day. We're talking about all of our teachers, our principals, any educator.
Okay, now see,
Guidance
I
counselors.
count for that, right? I'm a professor at IU Northwest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I get my
all
20%
educators, all day long. You
Okay.
come on in, you get 20% off.
All right, teachers. We love our teachers because without them, we wouldn't be where we are. So
That's what I'm saying.
definitely. And then the actual day, October 22nd, is your actual 1 year anniversary. You got to do a ceremony, right?
Yep. We're hoping to get our Cherville Chamber of Commerce, the town councils and town council members out here to celebrate with us.
Yes, and all of you who are watching, and we'll be broadcasting live. But I really want people to come. I want the store to just be packed out. I want the fire department to come to say, hey, move it out of here. It's too crowded. Look at Lou's face like, no, I don't want any trouble out here. But no, I think that it's an opportunity because people always say, well, Chelsea, I didn't know. I hadn't heard about it. So here's your chance. We're in Cherville. What's the full address, Lou? We're on Route 41.
Yeah, Route 41, 1505, US Highway 41, Cherryville.
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to pub other places, but we're like diagonally across from Houlihan's. Don't go to Houlihan's. Come over here to Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Now, another one of the things that you all specialize in, and I saw it for myself, is the catering. People like to, grab and go with that. So how does that work?
Well, it's very easy. We actually have a catering hotline.
Okay.
It's extremely easy. It's 1866 barbecue, and it's barbecue with a C, not a Q.
Okay.
Okay, you just call that number. You tell them exactly the type of event you're having, the size. We cater to any size, any amount of people. We can do birthday parties. We do graduations. We do Easter parties, and you name it. Weddings. We do holidays.
They have barbecue at weddings.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be surprised.
Yep.
Like, don't get that sauce on my dress.
Oh yeah.
But it's the good sauce, isn't it?
Well, you don't need a sauce for my barbecue.
You don't need the sauce. Oh, you hear that? Oh, it sounds like he's putting a challenge out there. You don't need a sauce for my
You don't need
barbecue.
You know it's good barbecue when you don't need the sauce.
That's true. That is true. And you have a variety of sides and other things for those who don't necessarily do the barbecue. I had a great chicken Caesar salad the other day.
Yes. We have a chicken Caesar salad. We have these huge potatoes that we call bakers.
I call them the devil. But
Yeah,
go ahead. It's
and
so
you can
good.
stuff them with anything you like. You can do it loaded. You can do it with pulled pork. You can do it with brisket. You can do like a buffalo chicken, baked potato. We also have our sides like mac and cheese. We got green beans, barbecue beans, jalapeno beans. We've got mac and cheese.
Ooh.
We've got the fried okra.
Ooh.
We've got onion tanglers, which are like thinly sliced onion rings.
Asiago spinach.
We got creamy spinach. We've got
Okay.
fries. You name it, we've got it.
Announcement, I am not cooking tonight. Anybody see Mr. Whittington in these streets? I am not cooking. I am ordering, and I hope that you will order too. If they want to go online and check you out, where do they need to go?
They can go to dickeys.com. If they want to order, you can order through dickeys.com. You can order through the
Third-party
app.
vendors.
And we also have third-party vendors like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. They can go there. And we also have Postmates as well.
All right.
So there's many ways to order. They can even call us here at the store. Our number is 219-440-7650. Call us up, place your order online, and you can come in and pick them up.
I'm just cracking up because I can see in my peripheral, I'm looking at Lou and he's just like, he'll tell you something and he just sits back and you got the whole
No,
script.
but this was Diane's creation.
Yeah.
It was my vision, but Diane was the one that actually, she was on the calls with corporate, with the designers, the contractors, learning the build out of the store, looking at electrical drawings, the plumbing. So this is Diane's store.
She brought your vision to life, Lou.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
That's so sweet. You
And
owe her
this-
big time.
Of course. And I had a dream, having a store, and we were sitting in a dream that I had,
Oh.
and we're interviewing right now,
Yes.
live.
I
So,
love it.
so to the listeners out there, if you can dream it, you can make it happen. Because right now, the six of us are basically sitting in a dream that I once had. So anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
And,
You think it would be possible if I could get some brisket?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
It's taste test time. So I was just saying regarding my various clients, I don't have too many clients where I get to taste things because I try to keep that at a minimum, because if I have a whole bunch of food I'm promoting, I just get bigger and fatter. But no, in all seriousness, we want our viewers and our followers to be able to try new things. We support Jay's Breakfast Club, and I'm sure your good colleague, Big Daddies. We love Big Daddies. But, I always say it, and it may sound like a pun, but we can all eat, right? We can all have businesses, support one another, and try different things, and then spread the word. If you don't eat barbecue, okay. Well, you can tell somebody else who does, so that we can ensure that Lou and Diane keep their doors open for anniversary number 2, anniversary number 10, store number 10, store number 20, whatever their dreams are, because Lou already said it. He said, if you can dream it, you can do it. And so I'm gonna need your help right here, ma'am. Thank you. Well, oh, it is hot. That's the way we like it, right? You can't be serving cold briskets, right?
Nope.
So, tell me what I'm getting ready to have.
It's brisket.
This is brisket.
Sliced brisket.
Brisket is beef.
Okay. Sliced beef. Oh, first of all, it's tender. All I did was touch it with my fork, and it came right off. Smell-o-vision. Can you all smell that?
Oh, we can invent that.
Well, you can invent it. And it's so tender. It's well seasoned. Doesn't have a drop of sauce on it. Attention, attention. I am not cooking tonight. I'm so excited that I don't have to cook. Please, Diane, while I'm munching on my brisket, can you tell them again how to find you online?
Okay, you can find us online. We're at www.dickeys.com, and you can just hit that locator button and just find our location, 1505 US Highway 41. We're at Suite A6 and A7 here in Cherville. We're directly across the street from Red Robin. Right next door, you'll find a new Portillo's, so we're right in that shopping center right next to Portillo's. Okay, and you can also find us on the app. You just go online and you can look for the app on that would be the Google Play, and also on Apple Store. You can find us on those sites.
And now you can find us on WHITT PR because you're with me now, right?
Yes, ma'am. We're here.
So watch for these spaces. We're going to do a media tour of sorts, some radio interviews, and just get the media out here. But first and foremost, we need you to start with our 1-year anniversary celebration starting on Wednesday, October 19th, Divine 9. Where are you? It's your day from 6 to 8. We want to pack this restaurant out to the sounds of DJ Infrared. That would be my girl Tina Powell. She and I went to high school together.
Oh, wow.
So that's my buddy, West Side. And then on Thursday, all day, first responders get 20% off. So make yourself a lunch date, or what time do you all open?
We open at 11.
11 to what?
9 every
11
day.
to 9 every day. So you have your opportunity on that day to come get 20% off. That's in any city, county, whatever.
Yep.
For first responders.
Any
okay?
first responder.
Okay. And then Friday, us educators. It's time for us to shine. Teachers and principals, administrators, come and get your 20% off. Just bring your ID from your school or university. And then last but not least, on Saturday at 10 a.m., before the store opens, we'll have an grand opening ceremony, a celebration, if you will, of the 1 year with our dignitaries. And then just come support the restaurant all day. Well, I will tell you, Diane and Lou, it is my pleasure to have made your acquaintance. As a fellow business owner, I salute you for your efforts. I salute you for sticking together, because it's one thing to have a business. It's another thing to be in business as a couple, because you also have your own personal lives to live, and you all are doing it quite grand. Any last words for our viewers before we get out of here?
Well, thank you guys so much. We look forward to meeting you, look forward to seeing you for our anniversary events. Come on out, spread the word. Dickey's Barbecue is here.
All right, sounds like a plan. I see more customers coming in, so they got to get back to work. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you during the 1 year anniversary celebration, but feel free to come on out before then. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Take care.
Thank you.
Rude, bro.